I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is.
Are you ready for this? Here goes a woman who has common sense. You know, the big question is Donald Trump racist? Is Donald Trump racist? This woman here is going to show you, and I think a lot of black people are beginning to speak. More and more of them are speaking. Very few of them didn't want to talk. But this woman here, she expresses my sentiments in the best way possible. I have to say, when I listen to this, I'm like, oh gosh, that sounds like me. But let's take a listen to this, because she just makes a lot of sense, if you were to ask me.
This is good.
Trump really a racist? No, I can't say that he is. I ain't never heard of him being racist prior to running for president. That's just me though. I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is. Because he legitimately cares. You never heard Obama get on stage talking about black unemployment. He couldn't. Because under his first 2 years with a Democratic Congress, it doubled. Black unemployment under Barack Obama doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to...
I didn't know that. But it's, again, the news don't talk about that. When Obama failed, they still painted him as a saint. But even though many blacks had suffered more under Obama, but because of the color of his skin and he had been a Democrat, you were not allowed to criticize his presidency. But the facts are coming out. Most people, a lot of people who are now learning, like, hey, don't make decision just because of these things, just because of the color of skin. Don't get caught up in the race war. Instead, make decision based on your values, your biblical values, and how a particular candidate will impact and influence your family. Although we can't trust every man, because nobody's perfect here. Only Jesus is. But we still got to use a level of reasoning and common sense as we make these decisions as well. So she's on point.
Doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to 16%. How you get around that? No media say nothing about that. But Donald Trump getting it to the lowest it's ever been recorded. Like I said, he don't need us. He does not need the black vote. The black vote didn't put him in office. The black vote ain't going to take him out of office. But the fact that he gets up there on them stages every chance he get and tells us how we are doing, because I ain't going to say that. We too crazy to realize it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do that. He ain't got to get up there. When he was running for president, he didn't have to get out there talking about what do you have to lose? Vote for me. He didn't have to do that. But he did. And we grateful that he did. It's some smart folks out there that happen to be darker skinned like me. You just got to find them. See, a lot of them scared to say something because they scared somebody going to say something back to me. I'm a step. What's up? You got something to say about Donald Trump? What? I ain't got no MAGA hat. My damn head too damn big to be trying to wear a MAGA hat. So I can't wear no MAGA hat I know where. But I got a MAGA sweater in there that I wear. I wore it to work. Nobody said nothing. I'm a big old bitch. They better not say nothing.
Yo, God bless this lady. I just love clips like this. It's a blessing to see videos of people actually speaking the truth and not being afraid, like she said. And I actually learned something which proves that you always got to do your own research. I didn't know that unemployment under Barack Obama was that high for black people. I didn't know. I learned something. And also what she said about Donald Trump not needing black vote. That is true, bro, because everybody knows that black people vote for Democrat at a what, 80, 99% rate. And think about it. Trump, when he ran for the second time, actually got more vote from black people. So that says something, right? Yeah, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video. This was a great video. And she's right, bro. Nobody said anything about Donald Trump being a racist until he ran for presidency. I posted many videos and short clip of Donald Trump hanging out with black rappers, P. Diddy, Snoop Dogg's, you name it. So let me know what you think about this clip. That man was not a racist. And yes, he cared. He cared. That's why every time he had an occasion, he was always up there talking about black people, unemployment, minorities, and how much money we're making. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video, and God bless you. Catch you on the next one.
The strength of Trump's presidency and the work that he has done, despite the opposition, it is impossible to deny the effect of his work. And the thing is, I'm not saying I was for everything Trump stood for. I'm not saying I agree with the way Trump spoke and many things that he said. I had my opposition. I had my views concerning his words, his conduct, his character. But to deny the effectiveness of this man's presidency, you just being dishonest. You just not being truthful. And I don't want to be one of those people who refuse to be honest concerning that. And even though I know some just want to make sure uh, that we just hate, and speak negatively about Trump, but some of us have common sense to say, "Mm, there were some things I didn't like, but overall, when it comes to business and when it comes to making money, when it comes to caring for all people, even including black people, under Trump, things were better. Yeah, things were imperfect, but things were better." Let me read to you something in the Bible here. And I think a diligent thing I've learned from this is uh, when you do your work, man, it is gonna speak for itself, because that is an amazing thing. When you do your work, you don't have to try and prove anything to anyone. Trump is gone, his name is still being praised, and I'm not saying this man is a savior. I don't think he's a prophet. I don't think he's the Messiah like some people would style him, and others could feel differently. I choose not to believe that, but he certainly was doing the work. So a good man showeth favor and lendeth, and he will guide his affairs with discretion. This is actually a business model, by the way. When you look at that, is very good. And it says it is good for a person who lends generously, conducting his affairs with fairness. So that's another thing. So generosity was in his work. There was the idea of a business, his affairs, all of that. There was fairness in his business. That's why when you see all the investigation done concerning Trump, they come up with nothing. And he will never be shaken. The one who is just will always be remembered. So the man is gone. The principles of the Bible are so true. He's being remembered because his business was generous and the work that he did was fair. Uh, and people are still reaping the consequences of that. So when you now have a man in the White House who is doing the exact opposite of what Mr. Trump had done, you can understand why they still talking about him. Like, for example, Obama is gone. We like, okay, we speak about Obama, but who cares, kind of thing, right? But Trump is gone. He's become bigger than ever before. More people are willing to vote for Trump now than when he was in the overall office. So that tells you something about the effectiveness of this man's work. And this is not to say he is holy, righteous, and pious. Let's get it right. But this is to say, look at the clear-cut evidence for what they are, and put aside your biasness and just take it for face value. The man was doing his work and he deserved the respect. Uh, period. Period.